Hello everybody, this is Solar Tiger with another crypto mining video. Today is in the first week of September 2024 and I'm going to show you about my Bitcoin crypto mining setup that I have. Now I'm having a go at mining some Bitcoin on a budget. It is all on low cost and it's a bit for fun and education type thing, and I'm not spending thousands on ASIC mining machines, and this is on a budget. This is more for fun than making huge amounts of money. So I've been doing this for a while and I want to mention some things and I'll show you what I've got. So when I first started on this, I started with this little setup that's at the front here, and this is a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus and a powered USB hub, and I bought some USB miners. These are the Gecko Science New Pack USB miners. These are good for about 45 to 90 gigahashes per second each, and at that speed they do get hot and you need to have some cooling fans. So that's these here. They are like an aftermarket add-on and you will need them because these things get very hot. So you need a powered USB hub to run them. So that's how that works. The USB miners work using the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi runs some software called CG Miner, and it acts as a controller for the USB sticks, which means that every time you want to run these, you need to either connect a screen to your Raspberry Pi or connect to it remotely using something like Real VNC or something similar to that, because you'll need to start up the Pi and then you'll need to run the CG Miner software. You'll need to enter things at a command line, like your the path to the software and your wallet address and other stuff before you can actually get mining. And with these two you could get about 180 gigahashes per second, or 0.18 terahashes. So not a lot of hash rate with these, and they are used for lottery mining. So solo lottery mining for these, and a bit more for fun really. Even lottery mining, the chance of hitting a block with these is virtually nil. So that's as far as I'm going with that. I tried running these in my shed before on solar and it didn't work very well, so I am not using these. And the main issue, amongst other than them being slow, is that you have to log into the Pi and run the software, which involves typing stuff in at the command prompt, and that's a pain, especially when you're trying to do that remotely. So we shall remove this. So after that, I tried some different things. I went on YouTube and I looked at loads of videos. One thing I tried is this piece of software called CryptoTab browser, and there's mixed reviews of this. And how this works is, obviously I am earning Bitcoin, but you cannot mine Bitcoin on a PC with a CPU. You can only mine it using an ASIC, and the USB miners that I showed you a moment ago contain an ASIC chip, so that's how they work. So this is a PC, a Windows PC, and you can't mine BTC with a CPU. So how this works is that, from what I've read, that CryptoTab mines a CPU coin, and they do a conversion and then pay you out in the equivalent amount of Bitcoin. So that's how that works. So in effect, you can mine, in inverted commas, Bitcoin using a computer without you having to buy any mining devices. So that's one thing. It does work. This is a Ryzen 5 5600G PC, and if I come up here, it says that we're hashing at 7,000 hashes per second, and it's slow, but it does work. Now, you'll see a lot of reviews online saying that this is a scam and you mine and mine for ages and you never get a payout. Now, if you just mine using your computer, yes, it is pretty slow, but they offer paid add-ons to increase your hash rate, and they do offer all different things. You can pay money to increase your hash rate. I haven't done that, but that's what they do. Now, getting a payout. Now, okay. On here, the minimum amount of Bitcoin for a payout is, I believe, it is 0.00002 Bitcoin for a payout. It's the lowest payout I've seen anywhere. If you mine on a mining pool, the payout threshold is a lot higher. I also mine on Brain's pool, and their minimum payout is 0.01 Bitcoin. And unless you're using lots of ASIC machines, and powerful machines at that, it will take you a long time to reach the payout threshold. So that's why I looked at other things. So on CryptoTab, the minimum payout at the moment, as I said, is 0.00002 Bitcoin. So it's point and then 4 zeros and then 2 for minimum payout. And if you look at the bottom down here, this is the total amount I have mined using CryptoTab, and you can see here that says 0.00006407. So you can see that I've had a payout, because this is what is my current balance. So I played for a withdrawal or payout, in my case it took several weeks for the payout to be processed and to go into my wallet. And a lot of people have said that they've waited months for a payout, or that they never got a payout. So that's why a lot of people don't recommend CryptoTab. But all I say about that is, I just mine using the computer CPU, and I did not pay for any other add-ons, and it does work, and you can get a payout. Now my payout only equated to about 2 or 3 UK pounds, but for me that was the first Bitcoin that had actually gone into my wallet, so that was kind of like a milestone for me. So that's all I'm going to say about CryptoTab. And this PC uses about 70 odd watts of electricity, and you can work out how much that will cost you if you run it 24/7. Now in the UK, electricity costs about 20 pence per kilowatt hour, so not cheap, and in the next month or so the price is going up, so this is not profitable. You do this as a fun thing, an educational thing or hobby. You don't make any profit with this, but you probably have a PC already, so you can give it a go. Basically you can run this in the background when you're using your computer, and you'll earn a few Satoshi at the same time. So CryptoTab is it's a browser for your PC, and you can download it. There's an Android version and an iOS version. As far as I know, the iOS version mines through a server, and you get about maybe up to 70 hashes per second, so probably not worth doing. I don't know about the Android version, as I don't have an Android device to try it, but that's CryptoTab. It does work, but it's not profitable, and payouts do take several weeks to go through. I've had one payout, it took several weeks to go through. Anyhow, mining on the PC or through a different algorithm is maybe not the best way to go, but most people have a PC, so give it a go. Anyway, so after that I was looking on eBay and on YouTube and other places, and the next thing I got was a Bitax. It's a so-called mini miner. Again, this is sold as a lottery miner, solo miner. So this is the Bitax. This is the Bitax 204. It has a ASIC chip, the BM1366, I believe. Don't quote me on that though, that's only from memory. It has one chip underneath the heatsink, and this thing can do on average about 500 gigahashes, and it runs on 5 volts. Plug it in there. It runs on 5 volts, about 3 and a bit amps. It came with a 4 amp power supply, and so this thing, it uses about 14-15 watts of power, so not too bad, and you get 500 gigahashes or half a terahash hash rate. And with this you can mine any SHA-256 coin, obviously the most well known being Bitcoin, so that's how that works. Now, things I like about this is it's a standalone unit. You don't need any computers or Raspberry Pis or anything else. It contains the ASIC chip and a controller. It's the ESP32, and it's all in one. It has a display. It tells you the hash rate. Actually, if I show you this mode down here, it's a similar thing. So it shows you core voltage, the hash rate, temperature, number of accepted shares, uptime, and stuff like that. So it's all integrated, and it connects to your Wi-Fi, and you can connect to it with your phone as well. So once you've set it up, once you've entered your Wi-Fi password and name, and you've entered your mining pool, etc. Once that's all done, then all you have to do is plug in the power and away it goes. So you don't have to log into it or anything, you just plug in the power and it starts mining. So that is great. So plug it in and off it goes. And it has a display like this, so you can verify it's working and all that just by looking at it. So that's great. So I have the Bitax 204 here, and then after that I paid about 140 UK pounds for this. Prices vary, and after that I bought another device. This is the Lucky Miner LV06, and it's based on the Bitax. Very similar. Maybe it is a knockoff of that, I'm not 100% sure. And it's the same kind of thing. The thing I'll say about the Lucky Miner is that it comes as a complete unit. It has a case, so it looks like a complete device, whereas you buy the Bitax, you basically get a circuit board with the components on it, so it doesn't look as good. So from a aesthetic point of view, I'd probably say the Lucky Miner looks better. I got a deal on this. I bought it off of eBay. There was a guy selling it for £65, I think it was. The going rate for these is about £130, £140. But I saw a guy selling this for 65 quid. I had a coupon on eBay and it cost me just over 40 UK pounds. And again, this device has a hash rate of around 500 gigahashes. And that's how this works. So I was mining with these with a combined hash rate of about 1 terahash on a mining pool called Brains. I'll just go to the computer. So I'm mining on Brains pool. I'm in the UK and I'm connected to their EU servers and it works fine. So about the shakiness, I'm holding the camera, which is my phone. So that's how that works. So with these two devices, I was earning about 3 pence per day. Now these are actually intended to be solo miners. So the idea is you try to find a block. So finding a block with a device that only does half a terahash, is the chances are virtually nil. And unless you find a block you earn absolutely nothing. So, and that was not appealing to me. So what I did is I went and mined on Brain's pool. Obviously you're not going to earn a lot with this. As I said, I was earning about 3 pence per day. But that was 3 pence every day. So you either take your chance trying to hit it big by getting a block. The current block reward is just over 3 Bitcoins, and the price of Bitcoin is about 50 odd thousand pounds. Actually, let me just check something a minute. Go back to this. So the current price of Bitcoin, as stated here on CryptoTab, is $56,695, and if you hit a block solo mining, you get just over 3 times that in dollars. Although, as I said, the chances of hitting a block are virtually nil. But then the chances of winning the lottery are very slim as well, but it is possible, and it has been done. So it's a gamble. You can either take a gamble on hitting it big, or you can play safe and earn a little every day. That's via pool mining. So I was mining with that, and then I was watching YouTube videos, as one does, and then I heard about another mini miner, one that's only recently come to the market, and I am talking obviously about the Canan Avalon Nano 3. They was crowdfunding this for quite a while, and they recently started delivering them to people who back them, but you can also now buy them from mining supply shops on the internet. And I bought mine off of eBay in the UK, and at the moment there are none for sale on eBay in the UK. So this one I bought off of eBay, brand new in box, for 220 UK pounds. That's the most I've ever spent on any kind of mining equipment. So mine is the Midnight Blue model. So this is a mini miner. It's sold also as a Bitcoin heater because of the heat it outputs, and I'm standing in front of it and I can feel the heat coming out of it. So this is the Avalon Nano 3. It's rated up to 4 terahashes per second on maximum speed or power or maximum heat, whatever way you want to put it. So it has some lights on the front. You can customize the lights, you can change the color, you can have them flash on and off or cycle through different colors. You can even turn the lights off and stuff like that. You can change the color of the lights and all that kind of thing. Meant to appeal to certain types of people. To me, there's no real purpose for the lights. So on the top of it there is a display. It tells you the hash rate, etc. on the top. It has three kinds of heat settings or speed settings, or however you like to put it. There's a low, medium and high. On low it consumes about 65 watts. On the medium or normal setting it consumes 90 watts, and on the high setting it consumes 140 watts. Now, you can buy the device with or without the power supply. I got mine with the official branded power supply, the Canan one. It's just down here. You can see there's a bit of tape on it. It's just to cover the power light. This is in my bedroom, and at night I deactivate the lights because it's in my bedroom, but that's all up to you. It's rated for 4 terahashes. The normal speed, or the middle speed, or middle hash rate, because it's also branded as a heater, the 3 power settings are labelled as 3 different heat output settings. It's just how it is, and it's aimed at sort of home people. So again, you connect to this device using your phone. It works over Wi-Fi. Once you've set it up, you put your pool in and your worker name and your Bitcoin wallet address. Once you've set it up, all you got to do is plug it in and away it goes. You can just leave it to its own devices and it does its thing. However, it comes with an app on your phone so you can control the lights, etc. And it comes with a web interface. So if we go to the computer again, I will just click on the computer. So this is the web interface. I apologise for the reflection of the camera's light. So there's a menu on the side where you can configure it, and you can change the pool settings, etc. And then this is the kind of dashboard thing. Focus. So it has a mining indicator that says fine when it's working fine. The network, that's the ping, I think, of the network. Obviously, I think the smaller the number, the better. And it tells you the fan speed and the temperature of the miner. The fan speed is automatic, you cannot alter it. Also, another thing is that, if you come over here, it's very quiet. It's working on the normal speed and you can hardly hear it, which is different to sort of more powerful ASIC machines that are very loud, and you wouldn't have that in your bedroom. So it's a home miner kind of thing. So it shows you the real-time hash rate. As you can see here, it says 3.15 terahashes per second, and an average here just under 3 terahashes. It gives you a rejected percentage, 0.13% here, and the uptime. Now on this side, it's a bit jumbled. I don't know why it's like this, but it tells you what pool you've got set up and your worker name, the number of accepted shares and the number of rejected ones, and this pie chart showing you the ratio of accepted to rejected shares. Gives you a MAC address, the ID of your network, and the IP address. So that's how this works. So this is the Canan Nano 3. That's how that is. So this is what I've got at the moment. I apologise for the focus, it's terrible. If I go back to this. So at the moment I am running the Avalon Nano 3, which is roughly 3 terahashes there, and this Lucky Miner, which is 0.5 terahashes, so about 3.5 terahashes. On the pool right now, it's showing 3.9 terahashes. The Avalon Nano, it can go to say 3.2 terahashes, so that's okay. This is my hashing rate on Brains Pool. The big dip over here was when I tried to mine with the Avalon Nano 3 on unmineable. It didn't go that well, so I switched it back to Brains Pool. So what we got is, so I'm pool mining again. This is sold as a solo lottery miner, but I'm pool mining with it. So with the Avalon Nano 3 and the Lucky Miner LV06 with a hash rate of 3.5 to 4 terahashes, I'm getting about 250 satoshis per day, which is roughly about 11 pence here in the UK. So that's what we're going with. Again, I'm not going to make loads of profit. It's more of a hobby thing. As I said, this is the dearest miner that I've ever bought. I bought it on a bit of a whim, a bit of impulse really. So this is what we got. Now, if I show you the label on the side of the box, yeah. Avalon Nano 3, hash rate on high power 4 terahashes. Input is 28 volts DC at 5 amps. Maximum power consumption is 140 watts, and the maximum air outlet temperature is between 40 and 65 degrees centigrade. That's the label on it. It's basically sold as a Bitcoin mining heater. Right. From things that I've seen on YouTube and read online, some of these units do suffer from overheating problems if you run it on the high rate. The high rate is 4 terahashes. The normal or recommended hash rate is 3 terahashes on the mid setting. I'm running it on the mid or normal setting, and the top of the device is warm. It blows out hot air in the front, and on the mid setting the power brick gets I would say very warm to the touch. It's very warm, but I can hold on to the power brick. Now if you run it on the high setting, the power supply can get hotter than you can probably touch, is what other people have said, and the device can also overheat as well. So it's not recommended to run it at 4 terahashes for long periods at a time. And also, we're in September, which is the autumn time here in the UK, and this does warm your room up. So sometimes I have to open the window. So if I run it on the high setting, my room will probably get hotter than I'd like. And also, as I said, these devices are known to have overheating problems, so I don't want to push it too far. So this is Solar Tiger with a rather long video about my Bitcoin mining. I do it as a hobby. I don't make loads of profit, and for me, £200 odd on a miner was a lot of money. For some people, they spend thousands and they buy high power ASICs. They have rooms dedicated to them because of the heat they produce, the power they consume, and the noise that they make. So I'm doing this on very small scale. So This Avalon Nano is a fairly new miner, so it's intended for the home. It's very quiet and I'm happy with it at the moment. So this is Solar Tiger saying thank you for watching. If you have any comments, then please leave them below. Remember, I only answer to sensible comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And until next time, this is Solar Tiger saying thank you for watching. Thank you.